Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Eddie, aka Durio 1000, aka a solo tripper. Hopefully, you're having a great day. Today is August the 22nd, 2022. And thank you for being here. Now, today's video, I want to talk about my weekend. More specifically, what happened yesterday. Alright, so I've always had the desire to have sex on the beach. Please hit the like button. If you don't want to be hit the like button. Right? I mean, I go to the beach like whenever possible. I love the beach. I love the waves. I love the smell of the ocean. I love the feel of the fresh water. I love the sand beneath my toes. I love the wind. I love the sun, because you have to go when the sun's out. I love, just the energy at the beach is just something you can only experience at the beach. And I always wanted to have sex on the beach. I always wanted to. And yesterday, let me tell you what happened. So I get to the beach I got out there around kind of late, honestly, around 2 o'clock. And I was wearing neon shorts, tank top, and some glasses. So one of my friends was already there. Let's call him Goofy. All right, so he's already there. And when I walk up, I see him, and he has his big speaker and everything. And he's under a tent with some other people. And, we're talking, I'm dancing. He has a loudspeaker out there, getting a lot of attention. And we're positioned in a good spot. But we're going to fast forward to about 2 hours. We leave that spot and we go down to another part of the beach. We're at New Smyrna Beach. And there's a bar there on the beach. I'm not going to mention the bar's name, but there's a bar on the beach. So we get out the car, and as soon as I get out the car, we park right next to a big white F-150 with like maybe an F-250 or 350, one of those big trucks. And this couple is just chilling on the back, right? I'm giving you all this information to set the scene of what it was like, instead of me just saying, hey, I had sex on the beach. Like, it doesn't mean anything without a back story. So we pull in, my friend pull in, I'm in the passenger seat, boom. And the couple, I don't know if it was a couple or not, but she waves at me. She's like, park here. So we park there next to him. And we get out. She speaks. Now her husband or boyfriend or male companion is like right there, and she's waving at me and shit. So I'm like, damn, do I look good or some shit? I don't know. So we go up. Now this is on the beach now. Now me and my friend decide to go up to the bar. And as soon as I walk up at the bar, a girl says, I like your glasses. And then another guy says, oh, those are some cool shorts you have. All right, so I'm like, cool. So me and my boy, we go do a round of Rumble Mints. And we do another round of Rumble Mints. So we start talking. My friend leaves and starts talking with a different group. Goofy starts talking with a different group, and I'm just chilling there by myself. at a table, and at another table, I'm watching this group of people play Jenga. And you know the game where you pull out the wooden blocks without making the whole building fall. So watching that, just chilling, right? And then there's a couple, a different couple, that's sitting next to my table. And the guy's like, hey, come over here. And I'm like, me? And he's like, yeah, you come over and sit with us. He's like, yeah, man, you're over there by yourself, and you know, we just wanted to invite you over to talk. So we start talking with him. I start talking with him. Very interesting couple. This is an older couple. It's definitely not a younger couple. They're in their 60s, 70s, or something like that. 80. Well, actually, she said that he was 80, but I think she was lying. She was teasing. I think he's like 70 or something like that. So anyway, we're talking. We're having a good conversation. We're talking about relationships, and they're really interested in my thoughts, and I'm interested in their thoughts and whatnot. So I'm telling them about my ideal woman, and they're like, speak it. What did they say? Think it, speak it, manifest it. And I was just telling them about that. And there's this girl. After the Jenga game is over now, and this fine girl, she was probably only like maybe 25 or 30 or something like that. She walks up to me and she asks if I want to play with her. I'm like, yeah, I think probably I'll play. I think I'll play. I gave some answer like, probably. And then the couple that I was sitting with, because I was still sitting with the couple, and they were like, man, you better go and play with her. She asked you if you want to play with her. You better play with her. So I'm like, all right. And I get up, and we start playing Jenga. And then Goofy comes back in. Now, Goofy is very tall, old, and, I'm basically his only friend. And he comes in, he starts talking about some crazy shit. Like, the dude, he comes in and he just starts a conversation like that. Even though I'm there, he knows me, but he just starts in conversation, like mid-conversation. He just starts in mid-conversation. Like, no. This is how he comes in now. He comes in, like, he'll walk up to a random group of people. He will say, and I quote, no. You know why that cutout is over there? Because yada, yada, yada. Like, he just opens a conversation like that. Like, who does that? That dude does it. Goofy does that. He's like, he's not in the game or anything like that. That's just the way he is. And I don't think he fully developed matured mentally, because some of the things that he does and says is just so bizarre. Just bizarre. There's never a dull moment. Like, the dude is just an anomaly within himself. Like, all right, I'm not getting too much into it. Anyway, back to the story. I'm playing Jenga, met the two other group of people. It was the girl that came up and asked me if I wanted to play with her. Come to find out, she was married to somebody else. But I think I know that she liked me, because I've been doing this for quite some time. And we're playing Jenga. Goofy comes up and interrupts our conversation, because me, her, and her husband, we were talking, just talking about shit, traveling and marketing and shit like that. And Goofy comes, and then as Goofy is talking, I'm looking at Goofy with, like, I'm very easy to read. Like, my facial expressions are super easy to read. Like, people know when I think something is stupid. People know when I'm paying attention. People know when I don't like something. My face says everything, So she comes up over to me because at first the conversation is it's me, her husband is next on the left of me, and then the girl, let's call her Red. So Red is on the other side of her husband, and Goofy's like in the center. So as Goofy's talking, she comes over behind her husband and comes next to me and tells me, she's like, your reactions are so funny. She was like, I was looking at you while your friend was talking, and your facial expressions are very funny. So, and she's really close to me. Anyway, so we continue playing Jenga, and my friend wanders off again, right? He goes, talks to a different group of people. So it's just me, Red, and her husband. I think we were talking at some point, and the beach patrol comes. It's starting to get late. The beach patrol comes, and my friend's car is the only car on the beach at this point here. I guess you have to move your car after a certain point. And my friend's car is still on the beach, so me and my friend go down there, talk to the beach patrol, and my friend was too intoxicated to drive, so I drove his car, parked it in front of the bar. And then I get out and go back to talking to Red and her husband. By this time, the game has been put up. Jenga's no more, so we're just talking and shit. Me, Red, and her husband. And then this girl comes by. And I speak to her. I say, hello. And she says, hi. And the husband, he saw it. He was like, there you go. Because we were, he was joking. He was like, hey, that's a girl for you. And I'm like, nah, bro. Nah. Because I wasn't really into her like that. The girl that walked by. She had a cute face, and she looked at me, and I said hello, and she said hello, and she kept walking down the stairs because we were by the stairs. So eventually, those two, the Red and her husband, me and them exchange contact information, and they leave. Partly due to Goofy being just weird. He was weird. He's weird. Yeah, he's like, he goes up to the bartender and he looks at them, and then he's like, the bartender looks back at him, and he looks back at the bartender, and then he's like, what do you want? And my friend goes, well, I don't know. This is the bartender now. Now he at the bar saying, I don't know what I want to drink. So I really get annoyed with Goofy. But anyway, the husband and wife leave, and where was I? Husband and wife leave, and so after the shots, I go back and I'm chilling by myself, and the other couple. Oh, I meant to tell you, the other couple, that the older folks, they left too. They left. We exchanged contact information with them. I did. I need to text her back. So I'm just chilling by myself, and then as I'm chilling by myself, right, it's probably like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock maybe. So I'm chilling by myself, and Goofy is talking, like, disturbing the other people and shit. So this girl comes by, and she's like, hey, my friend likes you. I'm like, what? I'm like, who's your friend? Tell me about her. What's going on with her? She's like, oh, it's her 22nd birthday, and we're just out here chilling, and blah, blah, blah. What's your name? And she was like, do you want to come meet my friend? I said, sure. I'm on the beach at a bar. Not sure. I'll go meet your friend. So I go down to the pool because she's like, follow me to the pool. So I followed her down, walked maybe like 20 or 30 yards to the pool. And when I get to the pool, her friend, let's call her J. Let's call her J. And her friend, her friend, let's call her, I forgot her name. Let's call her Vicky. All right. So, Vicky, I follow Vicky to the pool where her friend is, and she introduces me to her friend and her husband and Vicky's husband. So, it's a 3-person group. So, I get to talking. I start asking. Well, what do I start? What did I start with? I was like, "Hey, what's up?" Nothing gamey or nothing too complicated. Just hey, what's going on? How you know each other? And then me and the dude had the same name. His name was goddamn. I just revealed some shit, but we had a common. We shared a common affiliation. And, we were talking, and they were like, the girls were like, come and get in the pool, because at this point, I'm still kind of analyzing the situation, right? I'm standing up at the edge of the pool, just talking, and they're eventually, they dive in the pool together, and then one of them like, hey, she doesn't tell me to look at her titties, but all 3 of them are in the pool now, and I'm on the edge standing up, looking outside the pool. And her titties, she takes her titties out like she does, one of those things there. And then at that point, when I saw that, I was like, oh, titties out, Eddie's in. So, I wanted to mention, as I was following Vicky to the pool where her friend was, Goofy was like, Eddie, where are you going? He was like, everybody in the bar was looking, and I think everybody, by him saying what he said, he was just like, Eddie, you're not gonna go in the pool. He was like, Eddie, for real, because he was thinking that I was interested in Vicky, but I wasn't interested in Vicky. I was going to see about a friend, but I didn't tell Goofy this, because Goofy, he will interrupt, but we'll get to that in a moment. And so, at this point, her Jay's titties come out, and I say, titties out, Eddie's in. So that's when I jump in the pool, and we're talking, and they're swimming, and they go and dive, jump in the pool. Like, first off, Vicky jumps in the pool, and I said, that's a 7 out of 10. I give that jump a 7 out of 10. And then Vicky goes in. Jay jumps, and I said, that's a 7 out of 10. And then she's like, I'm gonna do a better one this time. So Jay goes out and jumps in again. So at this point, I gave her like a 8 out of 9, just teasing, lightly teasing, And then I'm like, I need to go check on Goofy, because it's been quite some time since I've been in the pool at this point. And Goofy I hadn't seen Goofy, I hadn't heard Goofy. Goofy has a loud voice. So I go to Goofy's car, because I parked the car. I know where his car's parked at. And go check on him, and he's sitting in his car just by himself with the car running halfway asleep. And I'm like, yo, dude, I was just coming to check on you. We're in the pool. And then he's like, oh, you're in the pool? All right, I'm coming to the pool. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I just fucked up. Because remember, Goofy does not have any type of social awareness or anything. Just so we're chilling. Goofy comes in and he's loud. He's like, "Oh, y'all got in the pool? Oh, I'm coming in the pool." So the girl, Jay, the one that liked me, and she says that, no, what happened? Oh, the one that liked me. She comes over, and when I'm in the pool now, she swims over to me as Goofy's getting in the pool. Like, she swims over to me, and I'm against the wall, right? And she basically puts her hands against the wall and straddles me. And at this point, I know it's on. So I start kissing her on the neck and shit like that. And Goofy's talking. Now, remember, it was 4 of us in the pool. Goofy came, makes it 5. So he's the oddball out, right? And he's doing all the talking. He's not going to chill. He's not the type that he needs attention. He needs attention. He needs to talk. He needs to verbally express what is going on for whatever reason, because he has mental issues. So she straddles me, and then Goofy starts talking, blah blah blah. So me and her, he's on the deep end. We start off. Me and Jay are on the deep end. Goofy's on the deep end, and Vicky and her husband is on the shallow end. But Goofy is being annoying to me and the girl, and I openly express my my distaste for what Goofy is doing and talking about, because you have to understand. Well, Goofy needed to understand that he's the odd man out, and me and Jay are obviously trying to hook up. So me and Jay go to the shallow end of the pool, right? So boom, I'm kissing, and I pull my dick out, and I'm fingering her in the pool, because we at the shallow end, maybe like 4 or 5, maybe 3 or 4 feet, however deep it was. So I'm fingering her, then I pull my dick out, boom. Then she starts feeling my dick, boom, boom, boom. And I'm kissing, and we kissing, but then Goofy start, "What are you guys doing down there? Look, you're getting it on. Oh, I see you. Oh, you're getting it on down there. Oh, yeah." Like, shit like that. So I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. And he just keeps on. So me and her, eventually she takes off her panties. I took off my shorts, and I'm drilling her in the pool. But I don't know if you ever fucked in the pool before. It's kind of, should I say difficult? Not, I guess it's kind of difficult to, well, when you're floating, and it wasn't the best per se, but I'm beating, bum, and then Goofy, he comes down to the shallow end, and I'm like, oh my god. So when he comes down to the shallow end, me and Jay go to the steps of the pool. So we go to the steps, and then I'm sitting on the steps. This is probably like 9 o'clock now. It's dark. There's nobody else at the bar. No witnesses. Oh no, witnesses. No, I'm saying no onlookers or anything are at the pool, except the Goofy. So I'm chilling on the steps, and then Jay, she's slopping me down. Like, I'm on the pool, and I'm on the first step to get into the pool, and she's facing me. She's on her knees, giving me that toppy. So I'm like, damn, this feel good. And then what happened next is that we tried to fuck right there. And she was like, oh no, if I turn around, they'll see my titties. And then I'm like, okay, so she wanted me to be in front of her so people couldn't see her titties. So she went to the edge. We went to the edge of the pool, and she, you know how you sit on the edge of the pool where you have your calves are fully in the water. Well, that's where she was, and I was trying to fix myself to penetrate her. So it was kind of difficult because it was wet and her pussy was fucking tight. So we started getting really annoyed at Goofy, and we tell Vicky and her husband that we're gonna go down to the beach. Because earlier I had said let's go down to the beach, and they were like nah. So I mentioned it again. I'm like, yo, let's go down to the beach. So me and Jay snuck out to the beach, and it was pitch black out there. And you know, we had sex right there on the beach. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was very memorable. So we got out to the water, and we were laying down in the water for some reason. I don't know why we just didn't do it on the sand, but we started out in the water, and then we went to the sand, and she was sucking my dick, and I was looking up at the stars, feeling the beach sand and the ocean waves and everything. It was fucking great. It was a starry night too. And after that, I ate her out. She came, we fucked, and then what happened? I can't remember the exact sequence, but we kept seeing these lights, these bright lights in the distance, and they kept getting closer. And then Vicky came, and we've been out there for probably like 30, 45 minutes. And V comes out. She's like, Jay! But remember, she can't see us because it's pitch black out. And me and her are both naked. And so after we're done, we go back to Vicky. Vicky comes out. And then those lights that I was telling you about, they started getting closer, and it was like a group of like 4 or 5 people, and they were just lingering maybe like 100 yards from us. They came from a distance, and they were just lingering. You just see this light, look down in the water, but me and her are butt naked. Even though it's dark, they got this light, and we don't know who the hell they are. So Jay goes to meets Vicky at the edge of the beach, and she brings me back my shorts, and that's it. That's how it went down. So I think the stars had to align that day, because usually, things don't always work out, and this almost didn't work out. Because I shot myself in the foot by going and telling Goofy that we were in the pool, and he fucked shit up and almost fucked the whole shit up. But luckily he didn't, and the stars were really out and aligned last night. So that was my sex on the beach story. And this was a long video. I don't know if I'll edit this here, because most people probably won't watch the full thing. So anyways, that was it. And I don't know if anything like this will happen again, but at least, meeting a girl the same day and having a lay on the same day is a feat in and of itself. To all my PUA guys, seductionists, and all you dudes, y'all know how hard and difficult and complicated a one night stand is. The same night lay. I'm sorry, same night lay is. But this was a same night lay on the beach. So that's super, super rare, you know. Now, I'm going to be honest. Now, the girl that I was with, she wasn't Halle Berry. She wasn't Beyonce. But she was cute enough to get that pipe hard. And this is always something that I wanted to do. So when that opportunity came to have sex on the beach, I jumped. I motherfucking did a backflip to do that, motherfucker, so I could have a story to tell. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's what this video was about. You know, lessons learned is speak to everyone, make eye contact, be friendly. You know, be in shape, have something interesting. People were making, you know, comments about my glasses. So yeah, and my shorts. So yeah, I mean it was basically the basics of pickup. And one of the things that I definitely did not do was over flirt and do push pulls and shit like that. And the reason why I didn't do that is because, for one, she already liked me. So there's no reason to add more value to myself by pushing and pulling and, you know, negging and all this shit. That's one. And two, you don't need to do that in certain situations. See, pickup should be like seduction is just like a slide, a water slide, where it's smooth and simple and fast. You don't want to have a lot of different things in a seduction process. It should be simple, it should be smooth, and smooth is fast. And everything happened, this whole thing from, well, we can go from me saying hello to her to having sex with her was like an hour 45 minutes, about an hour 45 minutes. So from hello to penis and vagina, well, probably less than that, maybe like an hour, because I fucked her in the pool. I fucked her in the pool. So, and then we went to the beach. So from hello to sex was like 45 minutes to an hour, maybe less. Because remember, I said hello, and then her friend came up and told me that she liked me. And I was in the pool maybe no less than 10 minutes. No less than maybe 10, 15 minutes is when she came up and straddled me. And at that point, we went over to the other end of the pool, and I was fucking her in the pool maybe about 5-10 minutes later. So from the time of Vicky came and got me to penis and vagina was probably like 15 minutes. About 15-20 minutes maybe. So, you know, and again, things should be easy if the girl likes you. the easier the seduction is, the easier it is to get from to fuck. So yeah, that's about it there. Had a story to tell. I'm telling you the story. And that was my night last night. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you have an amazing day. And I'm out. Peace.